Every year, Cuisine's sparkling wine tasting is really an extraordinary event because we're so fascinated by the sort of wines we see and the sort of value for money that they represent. And also, it's like a United Nations of wines, if you like. We get wines from France, Australia, New Zealand, and all points in between. And so it gives us a pretty good window on where this very important consumer category of wine sits at the present time. This year's tasting, we had a few surprises. One of the surprises was that the top wine was French, but not Champagne. It wasn't a wine from the Champagne region. André Delorme Terroir d'Exception, Blanc de Blanc, which was really a wine that punched above its weight, I suppose, to use that expression. It's a wine that offered tons of interest and complexity, and at a price that's probably about half the price of a bottle of French champagne of the same quality. So I think it was really good value. I think it's around the mid $30 or $35, but even so, great value. Some of the local New Zealand producers did well too, and Lindau, one of our favourites, consistently at this tasting, and it always shows up well. The Lindau Classic Rosé was a wine that performed really well. Overall, the tasting showed how the sparkling wines of the world are improving consistently. This is one of those tastings where you can actually see the upward curve of sparkling wine quality across the world, which is actually good for the consumer. It means that even if you're spending $15, $16, under $20 for a bottle of sparkling wine, as you are with the Lindau Rosé, for example, you're going to get something, it's possible to get something really good at that price point. I think we're enjoying a golden age for sparkling wine across the world. Of course, one of the interesting things about sparkling wine, I suppose, is that people think of it as a wine of celebration, the wine for the big occasion, and don't really think of it as the sort of wine that you drink with food at the table. But these sparkling wines have got all sorts of things that recommend them for a broad cross-section of food. In fact, they're great all-rounders. So a really good sparkling wine is just as much at home with delicate seafoods as it is with more robust dishes. I love these wines with Asian cuisine, Vietnamese, Malaysian. They're really good all-rounders. They're lovely. And so I would encourage you to open these bottles, not just when you're having a celebration of a birthday or a wedding or something like that, but also one night when you're just sitting at home having some casual meal, bang, sparkling wine.